How's it? Indian Cowboy, we are now live. As looks like every day we try to get this video to you. And we try to do a daily video for you, and we try to do a live show for you, which is exciting. Let me make sure that we know what our football plays are this week. So I make sure to stay away from those football premium plays so I don't duplicate those games here. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Go ahead and start tossing out the games that you want to talk about, and I'll be happy to talk about those games for you. We'll talk about 6 games probably, and then we'll kind of move on here. I'm just crossing out the ones that have our premium plays, but I hope you guys are doing great. All right, let's get to it here. Hey, Steven, good to see you, my man. Texas versus UTSA. Yeah, we don't have a premium on that. I can talk to you about that game. So Texas versus UTSA. Obviously, Texas coming off that. Texas is sitting around. Let's see. They're 1-1. UTSA is 1-1 as well. UTSA is only a small dog. Texas has Texas Tech on deck, coming off a 1-point loss to Alabama. They had, of course, beaten UL Monroe 52-10. It's interesting because they were tied 10-10 at the half. UTSA coming off that 41-38 win over Army, and they lost to Houston 35-37 prior to that. Both those games have gone over. In fact, UTSA has gone over the last 5 times, and Texas has gone under the last 3 times. So actually, the last 4 times, last 7 of 8 as well. Total sits around 57.5, and I think the way that it's interesting because the public, I thought this line would come out bigger, and it's not as big as I had originally thought. So my early assumption is that Texas is well aware that this team put up 41 points on Army and 35 on Houston, and I believe Texas will bounce back on the defensive side of the ball. That is what I believe, coming off of a loss. But at the same time, this team could be an active dog. UTSA could be an active dog, and they'll get up to play the big boy school. So it's really hard to imagine what is going to happen here. It's a tough game, actually. But if I had to lean early, I can't take Texas because the public's on Texas. And I thought this line would be bigger. I can't take UTSA because Texas is going to come off a loss and they're going to be irritated. I can't take the under because what if UTSA is an active dog? But I can take the over because Texas is pissed off. They might want to run up the points, and UTSA could be an active dog. So for that reason, I'm going to lean on Texas and UTSA over because I think that might be the safer play. So do note that the over is 6-0 for the Roadrunners in the last 6 road games, and the over is 4-1 for the Longhorns after scoring 20 points or less. Hey, Eddie, good to see you. Steven, of course, anytime. Zooted, good to see you, my man. Eddie asking about the Dodgers and the Giants today. Sure. Hopping on over here. So the Dodgers versus Giants, total is 7.5. Dodgers minus 162. Dodgers coming off a loss. Dodgers haven't lost back-to-back games in ages. Coming off a 3-5 loss to Arizona. Both teams had 5 hits. San Francisco coming off a nice series against my Atlanta Braves, winning 4-1, 3-2, winning 2 of 3 there. San Fran 5 games under 500. Dustin May, how did Dustin do against San Fran last time? He has not pitched against them. 5.53, 5.46 against San Diego, 6.41 against Miami, 6.510 against Miami. He is due for a win here. You'd have to think he's going to pitch well. You have Logan Webb here. How has he fared against the LA Dodgers? 6.72, beat him last time. 5.86, 6.51 as well. Give me 1 second. This is an important call. 1 second. All right, I'm back with you. So I'd have to think that 7.62 for Logan Webb. He typically doesn't win 3 in a row. I'll take a shot here on the Dodgers. Dodgers off a bounce back. You have Dustin May here who needs a win. And the Giants haven't seen him yet, and the Dodgers have revenge against Logan Webb. Yeah, I think the Dodgers are the way to go. You can even look into the run line if you want, but I like the Dodgers here. Moving on here. Hey, Eddie, good to see you, my man. Eddie's been with us for a long, long time. Eddie's with us for almost 15 years now. Trevor, good to see you. Zooted wants to know about the Braves and the Phillies. Sure. As it relates to, and I'll make sure to recap all this at the end. As it relates to the Bravos and the Phillies, total was opened at 8, went down to 7.5. Suarez versus Max Fried, coming off a loss, had won 5 in a row prior to that. Phillies still in the hunt, playing well, coming off a 3-5 loss, even though they out-hit Miami 8-7. Atlanta coming off a loss. Atlanta's lost 4 of 5. Atlanta only for the 6, they out-hit the Giants, but still lost. So Ranger Suarez here, he faced the Braves and went 5-4-0. He beat them last time, 6-6-4. Previously 6-7-4, coming off win against Washington. Hasn't been pitching that great lately, to be honest with you, but he did beat Washington in his last effort. So Braves have some revenge. Max Fried coming into this game. He last pitched against Philadelphia and went 6-9-3, and he lost to them. He comes off a loss to Seattle, 6-5-2. 5-0-0 against Miami. He typically doesn't pitch back-to-back losses. He's got a little bit of revenge. Ranger Suarez hasn't been pitching particularly well. I know Atlanta's a pretty heavy chalk here, but I like the Braves run line because Fried is off of a loss. Braves are off of a loss, and Suarez beat the Braves last time and coming off of a decent effort. No, he didn't beat the Braves last time, but he comes off a decent effort. And I don't trust him to have back-to-back quality efforts. So lean on the Braves run line there. How's it? I say you're the best. Thoughts on BYU Oregon? Thank you, man. I don't think I'm the best, but still pretty good. I think I'm okay. We just try our best. BYU Oregon. Yeah, I liked Oregon in that game. I have this in my previous notes. Here it is. I like Oregon that game because I just believe they need a landmark win, and they don't have that trademark win yet, and therefore I like Oregon in that game. It's in one of our previous videos, and BYU is 2-0, but they're going to face a pretty motivated team. Oregon lost to Georgia in that first contest, remember? So they really need a big win here, and therefore I do lean on Oregon in that game. Okay, moving on here. Travis, Penn State versus Auburn. This is game number 5. Penn State versus Auburn. You're going to get 47.5 for a total. Try to keep this under 10 minutes here. Yeah, the public actually likes the under in this game, which I find fascinating. Penn State is favored by 2.5. They are 2-0. Auburn is 2-0. Of course, you remember that Penn State won 28-20 in a close game last time out. Can Penn State win this game? They did beat Ohio 46-10 and Purdue 35-31. Central Michigan on deck. Auburn comes off a 24-16 win against San Jose State and 42-16 game against Mercer. They did not cover either of those games. 48-51 totals, 54-53 totals. This game is set pretty low. What was the Penn State game's total at? It's at 54-53. Yeah, I think the only way this game plays out is probably to the under. But I don't have a massive lean on this game, but I do have a slight lean on Penn State Auburn under in this game. We'll get to one more game, and we'll call it a day here. Can you talk about the Packers-Bears? I'm liking the Packers for some reason. I think I have a play on that game. I do. I have a play on the total in that game, but I will tell you about the side in that game, okay? I do like the Packers in that game. I think the Packers, Aaron Rodgers took a lot of heat. I think Chicago played horrendously. I think our man Justin Fields threw for less than 200 yards. No, I'm sorry, he threw for 105 yards, and they had 99 rushing yards. I had no idea how Chicago won that game. San Francisco could not have laid a bigger egg. I mean, they outpossessed them in 9 minutes as well. It's shocking that that Chicago even won that game for a guy that went 8 for 17, throwing. And I think Aaron Rodgers just had a horrible game in his last game. And obviously the Packers are 0-1. It's a divisional game. And I think the Packers win, and they probably win big. Remember Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers threw for 195 yards, no touchdowns. And as far as rushing is concerned, they did rush for 111. But, they gave up 126 rushing yards too. It was not a good game for them. And therefore, I do like the Packers in that game. So let me give you a quick recap here, and then we'll have a live show tonight at 9:30 if I didn't get to something that you had here. But we reached our 6 games here. Texas minus 12.5. They are at home. Yeah, I like the over in that game. Trevor, for what it's worth, they will cover that after last. Probably. I do think they'll probably cover, but I'm a little weirded out that the line is only 12.5 for that game. Yankees Braves. Do you like the over? I like the Yankees. Well, I like the Braves run line, and on the Yankees game, I think that was our free. I gave as one of our leans in our daily videos. I do believe I leaned on the Yankees uh, in there. So what's up, Matthew? See, make sure we seven is your 7 unit game on a game worth watching. It's on a baseball game between the Marlins and Nationals. If you like baseball, you might like it. How about the FSU spread? Yeah, I like so our free plays on that game, and it's on the over in that game. I don't like anything on the side. Anything else here? What's up? I see. Hey, top set. Good to see you. Browns best. Jets. We'll get to that in another day. I say thanks for everything. FSU thoughts. What's the free pick? Just tuning in. Today's free pick is Louisville FSU over. Texas better watch out for the UTSA. Yes, UTSA is a good team. They're not a bad team. Always appreciate your thoughts, of course. All right, here's your recap. Texas UTSA over. Lean on the Dodgers. Lean on the Braves run line. Lean on Oregon minus -3.5 in college football. Lean on Penn State Auburn under, and lean on the Packers. For a detailed analysis, just check earlier in the video, and you'll get the detailed analysis. Hope you guys are doing great and enjoy the live stream. I'll see you tonight, probably around 9:30 Eastern for another live show. Take care.